And there it is, the all-new 2019 Toyota Corolla Hatchback. The very cool, quite exciting, yet ultimately very disappointing new hatchback with the Corolla badge on it. The return. Finally, unfortunately, I don't know. I love the car, I really do. Let's get down to business. $20,980 for the base car with the manual transmission. The CVT is an extra grand if you want that. Standard equipment is actually pretty good. You get on-suite apps with weather, traffic, Entune with CarPlay. There's a 4.2-inch screen in the instrument panel, 8-inch screen for all your other fun stuff. Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 with the pre-collision detection, lane departure. Anyway, there is a lot of kits on this car. You can go all the way to an XSE for $26,980 with all kinds of bells and whistles, which ultimately I don't think you really need, because this is the version to get. SE with the upgrade package. Includes wireless charging, blind spot monitoring, heated steering wheel, which is really the good stuff. The bad stuff, the disappointing part, well, here we go. So, this handle, I've already cleaned it off. I hate. Okay, this is a pain in the butt, all the snow that piles up there. And then behind this door, this hatch, the hatch, Toyota says there's a trunk here. I haven't found it yet. I've been searching for a while. See, I even looked under here. Still can't find it. I will report back to you when I do. I think this is what they call the glove compartment. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll look that up. It doesn't get all that much better back here. So if you have a few friends that are more than... Okay. You got a little bit of leg room. Very little foot room under the seats with the driving position. Elbow room is tight. Headroom is just. And if your front passenger likes to lean back a little bit, it's a little exaggerated on screen, there is no room. 2 abreast, and that's about it. But not for a long drive, because I've tried it and it's really not fun. So essentially, this is what this car was built for. Passenger driver 1, passenger 2. Call them whatever you want. But once you're in here, things are kind of good. As you push button start, a little display up here. Here we go. That's the 4.2-inch on the right. Gauges are lovely. There's your 8-inch screen where everything happens. So in my SC upgrade, I don't have nav, but you can always connect with the phone. I have an iPhone. There's your heated seats. Le shifter. Yes, lovely shifter. I'll tell you a bit more about that. So no handbrake too, right? And that thing will not cooperate when you would like it to, have fun. And then that won't switch off completely either. Oh yeah, I'm complaining so much, yet I love this car. That is beautiful. This is a superb, right? So heated steering, windshield at the bottom, fantastic. Sitting position is good. The seats are good, but storage is limited. Tiny little bins. There's nothing much up here except for the phone charger. This bin is not very big either, but that's it. Right? It's lovely. There's a lot of attention to detail. I love the styling in here. It's novel, it's cool, it's young, it's youthful, all of that. This car has one crucial flaw, because if you look around, there's this snowy, slippery stuff, and it shouldn't. Anyway, let's go for a drive. I'm surviving barely now, because this is Snowmageddon 9 of the past 6 days, give or take. And I will start off right away by saying that if my overall review of the Corolla is slightly negative, it's only because it doesn't have all-wheel drive. It's not its fault. However, I know that Toyota's new global architecture, TNGA, which underpins this car, and a number of other products like the RAV4 does have all-wheel drive, so it could have all-wheel drive. Thankfully, my Corolla has the manual transmission, as I showed you, 6-speed with the IMT, intelligent manual transmission, which is essentially like an anti-stall, so you have to be a complete nugget or have no idea what you're doing behind the wheel, and in order to stall it. And the upshifts and downshifts are really, really smooth. And the clutch pedal is nice. It's really nice. It's not mushy. There's like some not feedback, but there's weight behind it, which makes it fun and almost sporty-ish, whatever. So out of the whole drive, the worst offender, as I like to say, is what's under there, under the bonnet. That I forget. Dynamic something or other, 2-liter engine, which puts out 168 horsepower, 151 pound-feet of torque at like 4,800 RPM. Nothing, really nothing. You can be cruising in 4th gear, above 4,000 RPM, and you throw it in the 3rd, downshift, you're like, yeah, let's go. And they ain't going nowhere. I don't know where all that power is. I mean, the horsepower comes in at 6,600 RPM, so it should be there. But it's not. Front-wheel drive. Understeer. I forget who said that. From the Three Stooges, probably. But like, seriously, the chassis, the suspension, compliant, stiff, comfortable, rattle-free, responsive. Not tactile per se, but wow, this is really, really good. In the segment, I'd say easily equal to the Mark 7 Golf. On that subject, see, this is kind of what bugs me. My sport wagon costs about $3,000 more than this exact car. Barely $3,000, like $2,800. It has less equipment, obviously, but it has all-wheel drive. And it has a trunk and a back seat. I don't know, Volkswagen, whatever. But yeah, the drive, it's become a momentum car. The Corolla Hatchback is a momentum car. Once you pile on the speed, it goes. If you can keep it going, the chassis is there for you. Everything. In fact, the steering, brakes, suspension, top notch. You just got to be really, really patient with the power. And if it's snowy, understeer, wheel spin, understeer, wheel spin. But yeah, I mean, I gotta say, it's the optional CVT is a better transmission choice. I know, because you get more out of it, or the transmission will yank more out of the engine, so it's a little bit quicker. Not only that, but like I'm not, but I could average 7.5 liters per 100 kilometers with the manual. I mean, slice almost 1 liter per 100 kilometers with the CVT. And you get paddle shifters, 10 pre-programmed gears, all that jazz. It's still a better option. Manual is good, but I guess I can end on this. I mean, would I buy this car? No. Front-wheel drive, I just can't do it. I cannot accept, especially when you can get so Mazda 3 all-wheel drive is the same price as my sport wagon, give or take, for the cheapest version. Only comes with the automatic. You can always get an Impreza hatchback for a lot less money, a lot less kit, but it depends on where your priorities are. Long story short, fantastic car. Would I buy it? No. Bring all-wheel drive or a GR version, and then we'll talk.